Hello everyone and welcome back to MMA Lad. In today's news, UFC 314 just wrapped up, and to begin with, Dominic Reyes versus Nikita Krylov kicked off the main card, and Reyes did not waste time. He delivered a first-round KO. Clean and devastating. That makes it 3 wins in a row for the former title challenger, and this might be the most important one of his career. This is what Reyes had to say after the fight.
So happy, I'm so grateful, I'm so blessed. I think more thankful than anything, you know. God anointed me tonight, and I'm just so happy and grateful. Every opportunity in the octagon is its own little universe. It really is, and the loss is completely devastating. The wins are everything. In this organization, every single win means everything. Whether it's you're barely working your way up the ladder or not, because once you get knocked down a couple rungs, it's really hard to build back up. And I'm literally on my second UFC run, and the first one felt really good, but this one, it just feels a little bit better because of I did fall all the way down. I'm sorry. And now I'm on the rise. 1 away from the title. So he's never been knocked out before, if you didn't know that, in the UFC. So I didn't expect to knock him out. Right? I thought I prepared for a 3-round war, right? Where we're just sweating and fighting for every position. And I guess when you train hard, the fight's easy. You know, that's kind of the motto. But yeah, my pool 2 is the best in the business. There's no question about it. Yeah, I do things that MMA fighters don't do, and I can fight forward and backwards. Dom's not back, he's better. I was already dangerous to begin with, you know, I was a problem to begin with. Now they're like, damn, you know, I'm putting guys out, so I'm 1 away. There's some interesting matchups happening. So we got Jamal Hill and Khalil fighting. It would be fun to fight the winner. Who wouldn't want to see the rematch with Jerry? You know, and then Rakic, he's up there and he's just sitting stagnant. That would be a fun fight as well. I'm trying to fight the best guys in the world and become the best in the world.
And of course the MMA world took notice. Chris Weidman posted saying, happy to see him back and putting on a performance like that. Bilal Muhammad, Dominator is back. Glover Teixeira? Congrats Dominic Reyes. Beautiful performance. Now Reyes is eyeing the winner of Jamal Hill versus Khalil Rountree, or even a Yuri Prochaska rematch. And don't forget about Alexander Rakic. He says that's a fun fight too. Bottom line, Reyes is back, and maybe better than ever. Much like expected, but in an expected fashion, Gene Silva submitted Bryce Mitchell in the 2nd round with a ninja choke. Joaquin Buckley reacted saying, didn't expect a submission finish from Silva, but nasty work. Aljamain Sterling added, did not see Silva with the submission win over Bryce on my bingo card. Slick finish. And Silva himself was overwhelmed with emotion, and this is what he had to say.
I'm just thinking about how I'm going to change everyone that I love. I'm going to change their lives. I don't even know. I'm watching now my wife hugging Amanda Nunes, one of her biggest idols in the sport. So I don't even know what to think. You know, I have this crazy way of being, but people, I think, are realizing that it's not an evil way of being. My master, Flavio Alvar, and I trained out a lot, like 24 hours a day, training that choke. So, you know, I had a feeling I wanted to knock him out, but, you know, I have to dedicate this choke and this submission win to my master. It's crazy because I'm not good at controlling my emotions, you know, so there was a lot of work put into that. I have to thank my manager, Ivan, who, you know, we basically rehearse all of these things, what I'm going to say, how I'm going to react, you know, and kind of tone it back, because I think that if I let my emotions control me, I'll bark until tomorrow. But, you know, it's a work in progress to get in there and control it. I don't even know if I should say this, but Sean Shelby just told me that good things are coming, so who knows, maybe I'll beat someone else up in 15 days.
You heard that right, Silva might be back real soon. Yair Rodriguez got back on track with a clean unanimous decision over Patricio Pitbull. And this one wasn't just physical, it was mental. Yair shared that he felt almost too calm before the fight, and that mindset paid off. He credited his transformation to lifestyle changes, quitting drinking, meditating, better nutrition, visualization.
A complete honor, no pressure. I was actually worried a little bit because I was telling my coach, I feel super relaxed. You know, I didn't feel like any kind of like nervousness. Maybe just a little bit dry mouth, but just like really mild symptoms of nervousness. And I was like thinking myself, like, why aren't you nervous? You know, why aren't you nervous? But like I kept on repeating to myself, like, you know why? Like, you're ready for this. You work hard for this. You know you did everything right, so that's why you don't feel nervous. That's how it feels to be completely sure that you're going to win, that you're ready. And I jumped into the cage knowing that I was going to win, so I did. It's everything, you know. It's the partners. It's Juliana, it's Belal, it's Nacho, it's Shock, it's GM3, it's Carlos Hernandez, Ilinbeck, Iler, it's Austin, it's all the people back in the gym. It's my coach Islam, Coach Alberto, my jiu-jitsu coach, Coach Mike Valle, and all the people that I have around me. You know, they're always looking to bring out the best version of yourself, and that combined with all the things that I did to be a better version of myself. I quit drinking like months ago. I feel super like a different person. I changed my bad habits for good habits. I started meditating. I started doing more visualization, more breathing techniques, supplementation, like all the right nutrients to my body, all the right food. Started spending a little bit more on stuff that are healthier for my body instead of like taking like years away from my life and my career. And I feel great.
He's built a full system around being better in the gym and in life. Meanwhile, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you. In the biggest jaw-dropper of the night, Paddy Pimblett finished Michael Chandler via TKO in the third round. Chandler left the cage immediately, face battered, confidence crushed. And it gets crazier. Conor McGregor lost $500,000 betting on Chandler to win by KO.
What's up, everyone? It's the one and only notorious D-O-double-G. I want to wish you all a great fight night tonight and come through with my bet for the night. The fight I'm interested in, Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett. I'm going to go with Michael Chandler to win and win by KO. Although Paddy's improved in his last few outings, I still fancy Chandler to do it.
Yeah, that didn't age well. After the fight, Paddy had this to say.
I'm over the moon, you know what I mean? I've proved my point. Told everyone I was going to do what I've just done, and what happened, you know what I mean? Everyone said I couldn't stand with him on the feet. Who was shooting in, you know what I mean? It was him, he was shooting in to take me down because I was piecing him up on the feet. You know, I respect Mike a lot, he's a great fighter, but I'm the new guard, he's the old guard, I'm the new kid on the block. I'm coming for these top 10, 12, now top 5 fighters. I'm coming for this belt. Laugh at me all you want. People have laughed at me my whole life while I've been coming up, thinking I won't amount to nothing, and I just keep proving you all wrong every step of the way. As I say, me and my team, we're the best game planners that you can get. We've got the best fight IQ, and the only other person that I can compare to us what does game plans as good as we do is John Jones. We do the best game plans, that's why we come out and we demolish people. That's why I've just come out and beat Chandler up for 3 rounds before finishing him. I knew I had better striking than him. People underestimate my striking all they want. I've focused on it so much over the past 2 years because I know my grappling's light years ahead of everyone else's. I know my grappling's 10 times better than everyone else's, so I don't really have to grapple anymore. I just focus on striking, And I knew I'd keep him on the end of my jab. I knew I'd jab his head off. I knew I'd catch him with shots as he was leaping in, trying to hit me. And everything that we'd done in the game plan come about. Literally, he said he'd clinch up, he'd push me against the wall. Give him his due, he got me down once or twice. I didn't think he'd get me down. Motherfuckers give me a mat burn on my elbow, which I'd rather get punched in the face than get mat burn. Mat burn's a killer. But yeah, the whole game plan worked perfectly. And then obviously when I knew I had him hurt in the third, I went for the kill and then thought, no, a wounded animal is the most dangerous one. I knew he'd start swinging, so I thought, now I'll take you down. Now I'll put you on your back. And that's what I did. Got mount, and I said if I get on top, in the fighter meeting, I said if I get on top of him and mount, I'll elbow him till I finish him. And that's what happened. I personally think now I'm one fight away from the title. The names I've just mentioned, if I beat Charles, Dustin, Justin, even Armin, the little bitch ass, beat any of them four, and I'm fighting for the belt after.
As for what's next, Paddy says give him Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, even Armin Tsarukyan. If he beats one of them, he believes the belt is next. And finally, to the main event. Alexander Volkanovski is your new UFC featherweight champion again after defeating Diego Lopez by unanimous decision. However, some fans question the scorecards, but Volkanovski shut it all down.
A lot of people counted me out, right? Coming off 2 knockout losses. The 35-year-old curse, 36 years old, big break. Come back and beat a gun like Diego Lopez, who come and bring it, mate. It's good to be back for everyone watching. Hey, adversity is a privilege. You hear people talk about that all the time. It truly is. This moment is incredible.
DC also responded to fan backlash saying, "It was 4-1, brother. No matter how much you like your guy, and it was called that way. I know how to judge fights, so I know not to watch and get impressed by big movements." Henry Cejudo had it scored the same. Aljamain Sterling said, "The king is back." And Volkanovski reminded everyone what experience, composure, and championship mindset looks like under pressure. That was a total masterclass. And if that wasn't enough, Colby Covington and Paddy Pimblett got into it backstage. Colby snapped at Paddy, and Paddy didn't back down.
You mean guys are 2-6? Remember that. Remember that. You're a scrub. You're a
Lad, what are you on a 3-fight losing streak?
You get project so quick. Hey.
But if this heats up any further, that's a fight fans will pay to see. Outside the cage, Merab Dvalishvili was involved in a heated exchange during a live stream. He confronted someone who allegedly gave him wrong directions on purpose just to troll him. Things escalated fast. Voices raised. The man tried to laugh it off, but Merab wasn't playing games.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, relax. Dude, I literally live here. Relax.
You know that guy?
Amanda Nunes enters the Hall of Fame. And as we wrap it up, Amanda Nunes is officially being inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame. The Lioness, the GOAT, the double champ. The woman who took out Ronda Rousey, Chris Cyborg, Valentina Shevchenko, now takes her rightful place in UFC immortality. It was announced during the broadcast, and fans in the arena exploded. This isn't just a career reward, this is legacy. A true legend, and the perfect moment to kick off what turned into a wild main card. Who would you like Alexander Volkanovski to fight next? And what was your best moment at UFC 314? Let us know what you think by leaving a comment down in the comment section. And if you enjoyed the updates, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily MMA news. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.